Wonder Woman versus Captain Marvel.
Wonder Woman versus Captain Marvel. So a few weeks back, I was at an event where we had this same debate. So when you go into things like this, we call them death battles. When you go into things like this, you need to ask yourself what version of these characters. So I'm going to ask you a question. What version of Wonder Woman and what version of Captain Marvel? Is it the movie version of Captain Marvel and the movie version of Wonder Woman, or is it the comics version, or is it a general media mixed? So which one of them?
Did he just throw back your question? Help me out.
If it's the movie version, Captain Marvel versus Wonder Woman, it goes either ways. Wonder Woman, in terms of her power set, her skill set, she's super fast. She can move as fast as Superman. I mean, we saw her in Justice League deflecting bullets with her bracelet, and a bullet
Absolutely.
close to the speed of sound, if not faster or at the speed of sound. And she was able to, to like run and, like stop them from hitting those, what's it called, those innocent people that were there, the hostages that were there. Captain Marvel, on the other hand, has this protective photo, I can't remember what it's called, field that activates whenever she wants to use her powers around her. Now, once that thing is activated, nothing can touch her. Even Thanos gave her a headbutt and it did not faze her. She just looked at him like, yo, bro, what are you doing? So it's, like I said, it goes different ways. If Captain Marvel is dumb enough to let her guard down, Wonder Woman can use her super strength and her speed to overpower her. If Wonder Woman is not too smart enough to let her guard down, Captain Marvel can use her photons, they're called photons, to actually blast right Wonder Woman, because we've seen that Wonder Woman can actually get caught in the movies, Wonder Woman could actually get, if Captain Marvel can charge a powerful enough blast at Wonder Woman, she could actually hurt her long enough to actually weaken her, to actually probably maybe take out her own sword and, behead her or something. So like I said, it goes either way.
Last big question. Marvel or DC? Wait, before you answer that question, okay. I'm going to ask you, number one, which do you prefer, Marvel or DC?
So first of all, Marvel or DC? DC.
What?
DC. Okay, so I have preferences, Okay. DC for their comic books because they are easier to follow. You can pick a certain DC universe and start a continuity in that universe and start and finish. And you can differentiate between their characters. So for example, you have Earth 1 to Earth Infinity. Earth 1 and Earth 2, you can tell that the Superman on both Earths are totally different characters. Superman on Earth 2 is a black guy. He's not even Clark Kent. He's Val Zod. He's a completely different version. My problem with Marvel characters is you can be on Earth 616 and you will not be able to tell the difference between the Wolverine on Earth 616 and Wolverine on Earth 319. That's my major issue with Marvel Comics. Apart from that, Marvel Comics are actually very, very amazing. I download DC Comics every Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. I'm going back to my table to actually get them to read them. But in terms of comic books, I prefer DC comic books. In terms of movies, obviously, Marvel has set the pace. They have set the standard. They have built an empire from the first Iron Man movie down all the way to Avengers Endgame, and then Spider-Man Homecoming, and then in May coming on we have Black Widow. They have set the standard. So for movies, DC has really been lacking behind a lot. I would not really, say I love DC. I love their characters. The characters are overkill. They're OP. But I won't side with DC when it comes to movies. I would go with my, my Marvel. But in terms of comics, I will go with DC. In terms of animations, and I will go with DC as well, because DC has nicer animations. They have actually more animations. Marvel animations tend towards the Disney side, and when you have Disney, you have more of marketing for kids. And DC focuses more on the animations. They focus more on the more mature adult audience. But Marvel, okay, we want to really market toys, we want to sell merchandise, toys, they go really, really for the less provocative content. Yes. So for animations, DC. For games, Okay.
We're breaking this down.
I haven't really played lots of superhero video games, but from the little I've played almost all the Batman games: Batman Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. DC games have a better dynamic, but with the I think it came out last year. I've not played it yet. Spider-Man, PS4 Spider-Man, Sony PS4 Spider-Man. They introduced a few new things. I saw a gameplay about it online. Introduced a few new things that I believe DC can actually incorporate into their gaming. So till then, I think I'll just give it to Marvel.